good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another post-game Montreal Canadiens, game number 55. And yes, last night they played late against the Flame. And what happening? Oh yeah! They did it! They come back and they win. And OT by a score of 5-4. They did it. The Montreal Canadiens beat the Flame by a score of 5-4. Ben Chiarot and OT with 2 goals during the game. Mike Hoffman, 4 points. Suzuki has also, with Chiarot, 3 points. And Hammond was unbelievable between the pipes. And that's the way the Montreal Canadiens yesterday beat the Calgary Flames, and they snapped their 11 straight W at home. And also it was the first time of the season the Flames gave 5 goals and at home for them. So unbelievable performance for Montreal Canadiens. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to give you everything what's happening between the Flame and your Bleu, Blanc, Rouge. Unbelievable. Yes, they did it. But before we start, we invite you, please don't forget we are almost there, 56 subscribers to get a 4,000 mile. And then we have also, don't forget to click on the likes. Tell me what you think about the performance of the Montreal Canadiens last night. I cannot believe it, to be honest with you. Nobody predict the Montreal can beat the Flame at home. And everything was, again, the Montreal Canadiens. But they did it. Unbelievable again. Let's dive in talking about this game for sure. And look, what we do at the beginning, you know what happening. We give you the score sheet of the game. First of all, the Montreal Canadiens play in Calgary. This is the third game on the trip of the 5 game. At that moment, before the game, there was 1-1 so far. And we know they lost 8-4 against the Winnipeg Jets. The last game snapped their 5W. And we thought this is going to be hard for them. This is maybe the biggest challenge for Martin Saint-Louis behind the bench. Play again, Daryl Sutter. We know this is a game with very structure. They play well in the defensive zone. And you know what Sutter does? It's physical, forecheck. And this we thought this was going to be hard for the Montreal Canadiens. And we have to wait until the 11-minute 06. Blake Coleman scored the first goal of the game for both teams. Medjepeni and Backlum got an assist on that one over there. A great play. A confusion between Petrie behind the bench, behind and Romanov, and that opened up the score for the Calgary. And then we have to wait until the end of the period. Jeff Petrie finally scored his 4th of the season. Great shot of Petrie. Suzuki and Lekonen got an assist. Tied the game 1-1. But during that period, guys, the Montreal play good with 16 shots. But what happening also is they don't take advantage of 3 power play. One of them was a 5 versus 3. And obviously, they could get out with that period with more goal. But Max Strom make the good save, keep the Flame in the game. And the shot after 1 period was 16-9. 1 power play for the Flame. And they don't have the time. They don't take advantage of that also. During the second period, the first 10 minutes of the second period, it was pretty even, but not many opportunities at that moment. Hammond make a couple of saves, but not much. Max Strom. So it was more the team play on the. It's like a watching game where they was not want to make too much mistake and wait for the team making a mistake. And we have to wait until at 12:08, Johnny Gaudreau score is 21 goal of the season. Great snap of Gaudreau. Again, another confusion in the defensive zone for the Montreal Canadiens. They give the lead 2-1 at that moment. And then Montreal took another power play. And they take at least to try to tie the game. But obviously, again, Montreal confusing. And then Medjepeni took the puck and then score. and gave the Flame a lead by 2 goals. It was his 29th of the season. 240, Max Strom have an assist on that one. And at 15:40, it was 3-1. At that moment, I said to everybody in the chat, I said, look, this is over. I cannot see Montreal come back and Calgary, where the Flames are unbelievable, 15-4-4, to let this game slip between their hands because Calgary is great. 2 minutes later, throwing a power play again for the second time, a 5-3. Finally, they clutch it and they cut the lead from 2-1. Suzuki on power play with assisted by Hoffman and Caulfield. Great pass for Hoffman at the back door. Suzuki took advantage of that and scored and cut the lead, like I mentioned, at 17:44. This is for the second time of the game. For the first 2 periods, Montreal scored at the end of the period. And after 40 minutes, the score was 3-2. Only 7 shots during the second period for both teams. Montreal missed an opportunity of 4 power play. And they have 6 power plays during the first 40 minutes, but only 1 goal. And Calgary have 1 power play during the second period, but they don't take advantage. So after 40, it's 3-2. And then we come back for the third period. Montreal tried to come back, and finally they did it to tie the game at 4:38. Ben Chiarot shoot the puck from the blue line, tips. Not pit, but Gallagher makes some screen in front of Max Strom. Max Strom did not read the puck very well, and tie the game is 6th of the season. Hoffman got another point to give a chance for the Montreal to stay in the game. And then at the end of the game, at 17:15, Mike Hoffman, a great wrist shot, beat Max Strom under the blocker and gave the Montreal the lead 4-3. Dauphin and Chiarot got an assist at that moment. We thought, is it possible Montreal win and Calgary? It's unbelievable. But at the end of the game, the Calgary removed their goaltender and then they played empty net, 6-5. And then Lindholm at the back door scored his 25th of the season. Imagine Penny and Anderson got an assist on that one over there. And tied the game 4-4, 19:32. So the shot was 18 Calgary during the third period, guys, versus 10. And Calgary have a lot of opportunities, but Hammond keep the team in the game. And after 60 minutes, the score was 4-4. We start the OT. We put Petrie, Suzuki, and Caulfield together, and they control the puck, but not good enough to score. We come back on the defensive side. Hammond making a save. We return. Petrie shot. Max Strom make a face-off. And then they keep Suzuki. They remove. They bring Hoffman and Chiarot on the ice. After the face-off, Suzuki lose the face-off. Go on the bench. They bring Pitlick. And that Calgary have an opportunity at that moment to score. Hammond making another save. Montreal come back right away. We are at 1:03 at the beginning of the OT. Ben Chiarot, after a great pass of Pitlick and Hoffman on the 2-1, and score Chiarot his second goal of the night, the goal winner, and also his 7th of the season. And that way, the Montreal Canadiens win in Calgary. Unbelievable. The third star, Nick Suzuki with 3 points. Mangiapane also with 3 points. And Hoffman, 4 points. Great performance, Mike Hoffman. 1 goal, 3 assists. By the number, you know how this works. 5-4 Montreal, 35-34 for advantage. The Montreal Canadiens, the shot on the face-off, 53-48 advantage Calgary. Power play 1-6 only Montreal. They are 2-12 in the last 2 games. And at the good sign for the Montreal, they shut down Calgary 0-3. The hit 59 advantage the Calgary. The block shot 59 advantage Montreal Canadiens. The minute penalty 12 Calgary, 6 Montreal. Finally 10 gave away for the Montreal, 17 for Calgary. The best for the Calgary, Mangiapane has 3.1 and 2 with 4 shots on Hammond. it's a Danev would play the most minute, 23-19, and Maxstrom have only a save percentage of 8.57, block only 30 to 35 shot he faced. For the Montreal Canadiens, Hoffman 4 points, but Chiarot and Suzuki 3 points. Suzuki 6 times he shoot on the Maxstrom. Chiarot played the most minute with 24-49, and then Hammond have a 8.82 save percentage, or 30 of the 34 he faced yesterday. The Frenchy corner, the Montreal Canadiens went 5-4, and OT, like I just mentioned to you, Hoffman 4 points, Benny, Chiarot, and Suzuki 3 points, and Hammond won his 3rd straight W for the Montreal Canadiens. They snapped at home, guys, the 11th straight W Montreal at Calgary for them. And this was the most goal again the Flames gave at home this season with 5. So a great performance for the Montreal, to be honest with you. Chiarot, best game of the year with 2 goals. He have a goal winner, the goal winner game with a 2-1 with Hoffman. I'll be honest with you, Chiarot on the defensive side and also on offensive. But this is good for Montreal. They tried to maybe to trade the UFA, and maybe his values increased last night. So I think Ken Hughes laughed after the game with a big smile, left the building because with the performance of Chiarot. For me, again, the team showed a lot of characters. What are you talking about? Listen, they lose 4-0 last game, and they come back 4-4. Tonight, they did the same thing. They lose 3-1. Remember what I said earlier? They gave a goal on the power play again on short and third. They score. Calgary to take the lead 2-1. And most at the end of the second period, 3-1. You take the lead by 2. And I thought this is over. But now they find a way to score at the end of power play, and then at the beginning of the third, tie the game, and then they take advantage of the bad performance of the defensive turnaround, and Montreal take the lead until they tie the game, Calgary. But that showed a lot of character inside that team. They've been there. So adversity challenge for them now is they see this differently. That's what for me, I pay more attention yesterday again. The Flames, too many penalties. Undisciplined for the Flames. Six penalty the first 40 minutes of the game. That's for me, Turner. It's, you cannot win those games when you play like only 48 minutes even strength. So for me, this is not what they are usually, the Flame. Overall, they was not too bad, but they gave too many goals. Usually that team is really structured on the defensive zone. And of course, it was not the best performance of Max Strom yesterday. Like I said, after that, the Flame first goal, the first line overall, it was pretty good. Goudreau and Lindholm have a 1 goal yesterday, both of them. So the first line performed, but yesterday Max Strom was maybe one of the worst games for him for the last 6 weeks, to be honest with you. And that's not help the Flame. And of course, they lost by a score 6-5. MLS, we know the MSL is about Martin Saint-Louis. That's an abbreviation. And the mindset. I believe the biggest strain of Martin is the mindset. And he brings that kind of the mindset to the Montreal Canadiens players. The way he speaks, the way he keep his calm behind the bench, the way he believe, the way he positive, the way they let them play to having fun during those moments. Everything is controlling for him. He never panic. And he find a way, always see a light behind everything. And for me, that's the biggest great asset of Martin Saint-Louis behind the bench. Now, the Montreal are on the trip of 5 games on the road. And at that moment, after 3, they are 2-1, and they have 2 more to go. Edmonton Saturday, and then only next Wednesday, they're going to play against Vancouver to complete their trip of 5 games. But I want to mention to you something about Martin Saint-Louis. The performance of the player after 11 games. Listen, they are right now 7-4 with a winning percentage of 6.36 under St. Louis. Now, Luke Caulfield, 14 points, 7 goals. Anderson, 14 points, 6 goals. Suzuki, 13 points, 5 goals. Likonen, 8 points. Chiarot, 7 points. Hoffman, 7 points. Petrie, 7 points. Pitlick, 6 points. What a story about Pitlick. But that's what the influence of Martin Saint-Louis bring for the Montreal Canadiens. And the power play is bad. Imagine when the power play is going to work. That's called the impact of Martin Saint-Louis. So we have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. And it's just fun to watching them. They are excited, to be honest with you. Finally, the next game for the Montreal Canadiens, Saturday night at 7 o'clock, we're going to do the play-by-play live stream. I can't wait to see you again, everybody here. And the game starts at 7 o'clock. So they come back. They put Coach wrong last night again. But I'm so proud of the Bleu Blanc Rouge. They went by a score 5-4 in OT. And please tell me what you think about the performance of the Montreal Canadiens last night in Calgary. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to subscribe, click on the likes, and finally, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. I look forward for the next video with the Montreal Canadiens.